This is Michael Hall, senior editor at Texas Monthly magazine. And this month in our April issue, we're running a story called Across the Line, which is a feature I wrote on a so-called child sex ring being run in Smith and Wood counties up in northeast Texas. This first one is a picture of the column in the Mineola Monitor that started this whole thing off. It's a column by Gary Edwards, and he found out that there was this swingers club being run right next door to the newspaper, and wrote this column about it. Edwards told me he'd never got as much reader response to anything he'd ever written as what he got for this. He was actually one of the few Mineolans to go on the record about Margie Cantrell, who in many ways is the central figure in this whole story. This is a picture of the Swingers Club. Its owners, Russ and Sherry Adams, actually called it a party house, not a club. They used the phrase an on-premises party house, which means that swingers could actually have sex with each other on the premises, as opposed to an off-premises party house where you just meet and then go somewhere else. The building had 12 rooms. They put in a couple of hot tubs, a karaoke machine, a stereo, a big screen TV. There was a sex swing, and of course there were a lot of beds. The building was originally the Mineola General Hospital, which was built, I think, right before World War II. Several of the people I talked to in this story had actually been born in this hospital, or had their tonsils taken out there. This is a view underneath the stairs at the hospital. You can see there's a toy stove there. The building had once been a child care center before it was a swingers club. This is a view of the newspaper next door, the Mineola Monitor. You can see how close the newspaper was to the club. Staff members from the paper saw plenty of cars going in and out of the parking lot on nights when the swingers club was going on. They saw plenty of adults going inside, but they never saw any kids go in. And all the swingers ever interviewed by the police or by me vehemently denied that any kids ever went in that building. It was a place for grown-ups doing grown-up things. And this is the other building that has a big part in the story. This is the trailer of Patrick Kelly, also known as Booger Red. This is the place where the sex kindergarten was supposedly held. It sits on this plot of land in rural North Tyler, which is about 20 miles from Mineola. This is the area behind Booger Red's trailer. There's a little house there too, and apparently he lived in both of them. This is the fire pit where supposedly Booger Red, Jamie Pittman, Chantel Mayo, and the others supposedly burned all the costumes worn by the children in the sex shows. And this is where they also burned all the videos that were shot of the kids participating in the sex shows. No videos or costumes were ever found by any of the investigators. This is a view of the rest of the Kelly land. It sits at the intersection of two rural roads in North Tyler. Kelly, I went and visited him in prison, and he told me that the land had been in his family for 3 generations. His father's family grew roses there, the famous Tyler roses, upon which Tyler made its reputation. This is a picture of Linda Kelly, Booger's mother, and Kelly Kelly, his sister-in-law, on their land. This is some of the rest of Booger's family, who I met when I went to do some interviews. From left to right, that's Nikki, who's Booger's nephew James's fiancée. It's April, Booger's niece, who lives on the land. That's Latricia, Booger's sister. Linda, his mother. Donnie, who's Latricia's husband. Mike, who's Booger's brother, and Kelly Kelly, who's Mike's wife. And this is Booger Red himself. This picture was taken on February 13th, his 42nd birthday at the Clements unit in Amarillo. It was, he told me, the farthest he'd ever been from his home in Smith County, except for the time he drove his mother to visit his sister in El Paso.